What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball, and more importantly, welcome back to another prospect breakdown video. Today, we've got Tahaad Pettiford. I believe that's how you say it. I looked up the pronunciation beforehand, and that's how I think you're supposed to say it. I'm not always the best with those things, but I try my best. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is going through a bit of his film, talking about his stats and everything, just giving my opinions on it. We've got a couple different games that I want to go through. I'm excited to go through this one because this guy's kind of a later addition into my interests, if you would, as far as like scouting goes and everything. So I'm really excited to tackle this one. And at the very end, we'll throw him on our big board that we've been building throughout this series, which I'll remind people isn't actually like accurate to what I've submitted at this point. This is just for like series sake and kind of going through the very brief film breakdowns that we go through in these videos. But anyway, before we go through any more Pettiford stuff, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment on my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. As always, Ideal Offseason is back, by far and away the most popular series on the channel. Please go give those a watch. I think I'm the only one on YouTube doing content like this, and show the video you're currently watching along with the rest of the Do They Fit in the NBA videos some love, because they always get demonetized every single time, unfairly so, but you guys seem to like them, and I really like doing them, so I'm going to keep putting them out because, you know, financial motivations only take us so far. But anyway, let's talk about Mr. Pettiford. Alrighty, Tahaad Pettiford. We have got a true freshman guard coming in at 6'1", and I'm going to tell you that's not his actual weight. He's much lower than that. He's more so like a 165 or a 170 or something like that. It's not much lower, but I mean, 5 to 10 pounds for a guy that size, it makes a big difference. I would say small. He's a small guy for sure, right? This is kind of a different breakdown than what I'm normally used to doing on this channel. You know, for all the videos that we've kind of done up to this point, I hadn't really gotten a chance to see any of these guys like in person, do any of the film, like in-depth breakdowns on a lot of them. I just hadn't had the chance to do that yet. I am pretty deep in the film and like the scouting process at this point. So I've seen everybody. I've seen pretty much every second of film at this point. We're still going to go back and we're going to reevaluate and do a bunch of other things before the draft because there's still a lot of time left for that. But I've already seen Pettiford play. Like, I've seen quite a bit of it at this point. So this video is more of an introduction to him at this point. I just have a lot more context going in on this stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm still going to be pointing out a lot of things. I mean, like, oh, look at this, but this is just a little bit different. I wanted to make sure I was clear on kind of like the process that I'm going through behind the scenes. That's why I say like this board right here is not the most accurate of my current thoughts and everything. This is just for series sake more so than everything. I will do like an in-depth, maybe not the most in-depth thing in the world, but we're going to do like an actual big board and where I've actually like started to rank people much closer to the draft. So just know that that's kind of on the horizon. But anyway, Pettiford, right? Smaller freshman guard coming off the bench for Auburn. Really, really good basketball team, right? He was an All-American. He was like a 5-star recruit and everything. And in the past like couple weeks, he's been really kind of gaining a little bit more momentum into being a first-round pick. And I would have to say he probably will be at this point. But there's things to talk about with him, right? Basically, if I could give like a real brief breakdown of this guy, it's small, really creative, and like athletic guard, right? Very, very small, but he's a pretty good playmaker for everybody else. Like, he's really good at like getting to the rim, getting rid of the ball, setting his teammates up. He's got the change of speed stuff down, which is really, really valuable. Can hit a bunch of different shots, and I know there's always the people that are like, his shot selection isn't always the greatest. Yeah, he's 19 fucking years old. I just hate people that bring up stuff like that. Like, there's just a difference between the types of shots that he's taking, and like a Trey Johnson is a bad shot taker, right? But we love him because he makes every single shot, right? And he's just going out there and doing whatever. So it's a little bit different. I don't think he's like a bad shot taker. Like, yes, sometimes he does heat checks and stuff. It's whatever. The main thing for him is going to be defense, right? Because we talked about this last year with Reed Shepherd, and I tried to communicate this to people, but they didn't want to listen. When you're this small, he's, 6 foot, 6'1", $165, $170 on a good day, right? You're going to be targeted and you're going to be taken advantage of. I've watched all the film on like his defensive possessions at this point. The effort's great. Like, I think the effort's there. This kid's got a high motor. I really, really like him in that sense, but you just are going to get taken advantage of, especially because guards seem to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger in the NBA. And like what does he do against like a Josh Giddey or something like that, right? Or a bigger guard or something. I don't know, right? And that's what becomes hard for these guys. It sometimes puts a cap on their ceiling. Now, we've got guys like Darius Garland who are so good offensively that it's like, okay, yeah, no, we make up for it, and you learn like a couple tricks on defense, right, to kind of be small and still be impactful and stuff, right? But I know all of us know Darius Garland still is like somewhat of a liability just because of his size, and that's just life, unfortunately, in basketball. So that's where people are a little bit torn on him, right? They're like, okay, well, is the offense good enough to say, like, I'm getting a starter out of him, or is this going to be like a spark plug six-man type of guy? Well, that's kind of what we're here to evaluate, right? So when we look at his numbers, right, we've got 11, 12 points a game off the bench as a true freshman in college. That's pretty awesome. We absolutely love to see that. 3 assists to 1.6 turnovers. It's a fine ratio. You don't expect the rebounds to be very high, but getting about 2 a game. Only getting to the free throw line twice a game. And mind you, he's only playing about half the game because he's on a good basketball team. So shot 80% from there, very good. And he shot 36, almost 37% from 3 on 5 attempts a game. That's a lot of threes he's getting up in a game, and he's making a pretty good percentage of them. But again, I'm just going to tell you, kid's really good at offense, right? He's really good at getting his own shot. He's quick, he's athletic. What's kind of interesting is, and we're going to get into the film, this is a bit longer of an intro again, because I know a little bit more about him at this point. I left like a lot of the combine stuff being like, I'm not sure how to feel about him, because I watch him move and I get really excited because I'm like, oh, I love these types of players. These players always work out like really well. Like these kind of guys that almost glide across the court because they're so gifted athletically and they just understand spacing so well and where to be on the court. But sometimes some of the shots he took just did kind of make me go like, wait, why'd you do that one? Or like, wait, why did you go here? Like, why was this the reason that you wanted to do this? And I started to get a little bit concerned, but it hasn't gotten to a point where I'm like that worried about it at this point. So I think I'm just feeling good about it more so than anything. I'm like, okay, let's get him on an NBA team. Let's roll him out there. And I just think good things will happen. You'll just learn a better style of basketball, right? Again, he's going to be good offensively. He can really make for people. He seems like a good passer, really good at using the change of direction, which, again, a big thing in the NBA. It's probably the best way you can get any separation is being able to change speeds really quickly. It's the best move that you can have defensively. Good effort, just small. As always, with guys like this, college basketball is very different than NBA basketball, and we always have to draw that distinction. It's much easier for us to tell how someone's going to translate from overseas basketball in like those professional leagues than college. And so that's kind of what I was struggling to watch and like understand a little bit with his game. As I was kind of like, okay, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? But I've kind of just settled on the skills there are interesting enough to where I do like him as a prospect, and I like a lot of the guys in this class this year, so that should be made pretty clear. But anyway, I've probably talked enough. Let's start going through some of the film on him, and I can show you exactly why I think he's a pretty interesting prospect. Alrighty, so we're going to break into the film now, and just a little FYI, I'm not going to be showing any defensive clips in this video. Like, you're just going to have to take my word on it, right? Dude is a active defender. He was fine in college as a defender. In the NBA, it's just always going to be a struggle for him. It is. When you look at him and we evaluate kind of where his body's going to go, it's just unless he hits like some crazy growth spurt or something like that, which that could always happen. But he's not going to fill out a ton, most likely. Like he can get like more firm or toned or whatever, but he's probably not going to get like big and strong or anything like that, so it's just always going to be an issue for him. So I don't really see the film or the point in watching it, because you like gravity and just like mass and like things like that just matter more, right? It's just physics, right? But anyway, as always, I'm going to be pausing and rewinding a bunch because this is transformative content, YouTube. Just relax, okay? Like, don't take my video. You don't have to, but they're going to do it anyway. They're going to take it down so fast. But anyway, yeah, let's start getting into this film. Alrighty, so here he is with the ball. We're going up against Houston. Some good talent right here. Okay, already the step back. Let's rewind that because I already want to see it. Alrighty, so just that in and of itself right there. This he's moving, right? Like quick little bursts, right? That's one of the quicker movements we've already seen in just one clip out of a lot of the prospects this year. You can tell he's pretty light on his feet just from that movement alone, but I want to break down the jumper really quick. This is a moving jump shot, but For those of you new to my channel, when I did player development, my specialty was shooting, so I like to kind of give a little bit more detail into the shooting forms of people. So right off the bat, he's a lefty. You always want your feet pointing 45 degrees away from your shooting arm. So he's a lefty. You want them facing the right, which they are. It's really good. They're perfectly balanced between his left and right shoulder in terms of distance, and he ends up going not quite straight up. He's fading away a little bit because it is a moving shot and it's a step back, but overall, he gets some good arc on it. That thing is money. That thing is money. Alrighty, Mr. Pettiford. This is early on in the season, by the way. I didn't mention that. We're going to go through a little bit more of a chronological look at this, because with freshmen, they tend to make like a lot of improvement by the end of their year and going into their sophomore year even more so, just the newfound confidence of things. So here we go. Look what I found. Solid pass. Nice little jab step there. Cool. Into another step back. Banks it in. A little bit lucky for sure. We'll take it. Good stuff, young fella. Good stuff, young fella. Love the energy. Love the energy. Everybody loves a freshman getting buckets. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see that one more time. Jab, cool, really good, really balanced. I like it. All right, here we go. Solid pass to Mr. Janai Broom, who we're a fan of on this channel as well. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. So handoff action here. Like this is actual NBA stuff, which is nice, right? I mean, Broom didn't roll the right way. It's whatever. But these are actual things that we would see, like in the NBA, actual actions. Teams like Auburn do a little bit better job of running that stuff than others. So we like that. Here we go. Here we go. Give me this basketball. Let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go out. We're moving. We're moving. Attack the rim. Cool. Way to use the right hand. We love that. It's so interesting. Oh, no, he did use the left hand on that, didn't he? Let me see this one more time. Here we go. I think he used the right hand on that. I couldn't completely tell. I don't know why. I've said this in so many videos. Why can't we get better video quality in 2025 for Division I, like high major basketball? Can't understand it. Can't understand it. But there we go. It's so interesting how many like players are coming into college basketball nowadays not being able to use both hands. Like that was like a requirement growing up. They were like, "Hey, like if you get to high school and you can't dribble and shoot with or like finish with like your left hand, you're just not even going to make the team." So it's so interesting to me to kind of see that change. Here we go. Here we go. Nice jab. Gets right into it. He's got a little bit of a fade on that jumper even still, right? So gets into it. And again, a lot of moving shots that we're seeing right now. But the form looks pretty good. One of the things you want to note right here, watch this, watch this. He goes up. His feet come together, which is good. He is, again, sliding a little bit and leaning a bit because it's a moving shot. But you want those feet to come together because when you do that, the only way you can really go is straight up and down. And that's going to help kind of center your shot. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. We love the change of direction. Being able to stop on a dime like that, very cool. Give me that. Let's go. We're running. We're running. We got no numbers, but we're attacking anyway. Take on the contact. Finish with the right hand. Again, tough. Very tough. I love it. A little bit of toot. He's clenching the fists. Look at this. Look at this. That's tough, man. That's tough. Like, little guy taking on everybody like that. Yeah, clench those fists. I like it. Here we go. Here we go. All right, this is a catch-and-shoot opportunity, but gets him going. This is why you shouldn't jump at three-pointers. Now you're out of the play completely. He's going to go into this step back again. It's clean, man. That's a clean jumper. Yeah, and he's got the hands kind of pointed behind him like this. I don't know if y'all can see me or anything right now, but he's got the hands kind of pointed behind him. He's like, ooh, I might be nice. Look at him. He's like, ooh, ooh. He's right there. He's like, ooh, I might be nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I do. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, good roll. Thank you, Janai Broom. And look what happens. You get a nice, easy dunk because you rolled the right way. If there's one thing you're going to take away from this series, it's how to roll the correct direction. Get the pass there. I love the little, like, jump and pass there. Like, a lot of coaches will tell you it's a little bit scary, and like, yeah, if you mess it up a bunch and you can't like process things in real time, then fair enough. You probably shouldn't even have the basketball anyway. But I like that pass. It keeps your defender kind of off balance a little bit. Good play. Good play. We like those two. We like those two. Here we go. Here we go. Come off the screen. Some actual like NBA action here. Look at this. Look at all this that's happening right here. This is what I like to see. First of all, he's moving without the basketball right now. He sets a screen. That's such an underrated thing as like a shooter to do. Like, Steph Curry makes a living off that, and it baffles me that you don't see more teams trying to replicate that stuff. But sets a screen here. Now we're getting into this little like double pin down like handoff action right here. Comes off the screen. Let's see this right here. So catch, goes right into it. Feet look pretty good here. Maybe could bring that right foot up just a little bit. Now he's going much more straight up and down, right? Because he's not having to do a bunch of dribble moves into a step back. That jumper is money. That jumper is money. No notes. No notes. Oh yeah, he said, call me. Call me. You need some buckets? Call me. That's I love it, man. I do. I love a little bit of toot. That jumper's nice. It's really nice. Oh, that's sweet. Good rotation and everything. And then look, like, yeah, fly, eagle, fly, right? Or whatever the Auburn people say. I don't know. I had some cousins that went to Auburn. Here we go. Here we go. What did I find? Give me that basketball. Pass the ball out. Where are we going? Come on. We got to go across the court. Got to go across the court. Are they gonna not end up? Okay. I don't know why I'm watching this necessarily. Can we move on? What's going on here? All right, give me this basketball. They're just gonna like foul at this point. Yep. So is that all I'm kind of gonna see the rest of this game? Is just the free throws? Cause yeah, I don't care then. Great. Cool. All right, now we got a game against Duke, another good opponent, right? A lot of familiar faces will be in this game. We're on to December now, and we've got the high camera angle. Alrighty, here we go. Attacking. This is the second time now I've seen this move of him to start a game. So this is something I talk about with young guards very frequently, and something that you guys need to understand when you're like scouting these guys. When freshmen come in to college basketball, they usually have 1 to 2 moves most, because that's all they've needed their whole lives. And then they go to the NBA, and they get kind of taken advantage of pretty quickly, because you have to realize that basketball is kind of a chess game, and you kind of have to play this read and react style to things. But already I've seen this move twice. So let's show it one more time, right? So already we've seen the jab go this way, go behind the back into a step back. Like, I've seen that twice now. Me, as a player, I'd already be like, okay, I know this move now, so I'm taking that one away. He's not getting that one anymore. I know how to play that song and dance. So he's got to add another counter move to this or something. So let's see what happens now. He just goes into a step back, but are we going to see this move anymore? I don't necessarily know. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. Coming off the screen. There we go. Again, a little bit of a fadeaway right there. Maybe because he's a smaller guy. So something to look into. Look what I found. I'm going to jump right into this. He gets straight up and down there. His feet actually fly out a little bit. And I think it's more so a result of this guy flying at him, and he kind of tried to make sure he landed properly. But I don't want you guys like spreading your legs when you shoot like that. It just doesn't make sense. Keep your crotches closed. That's what I always say. Here we go. Nice. See, like that right there is so clean. He's not even like moving that fast right now, right? It's just the change of direction. It's the stop, the little eyebrow fake. They make him kind of read this because this guy's only showing. Awesome finish. Very good move. We love that. Here we go. We've seen this play already before too, haven't we? This was the same play we were just breaking down earlier. So again, he sets the screen for this guy. Looks like they know it. Looks like Khan's maybe a little bit lost at this point, but wow, he just sees the little bit of separation. And notice how he didn't finish the play right here. This is really good stuff right here. So last time we saw this play get run, he came all the way around to get the handoff, right? He sees Cooper Flagg, already knows what play's being run right here, and that he's lost Khan Knippel, so he stops instead, and he finds his little pocket right here, and he gets the shot up. That's really high level stuff. Like that's awesome to see. And I know Auburn and stuff. They work on these reads quite a bit. So I'm not surprised to see that. Here we go. Pick. He rolled the wrong way and didn't really go anywhere, but it is whatever. Hits him again with a little hesitation move. Look at this. Just kind of like shows off a little bit there. Perfect. And that's again Maluach not always knowing exactly how he should guard people, right? But it's a good move. Here we go. More pick and roll. Like, this is great because this is what he'd be doing at the NBA level. Because look, he is a good shooter, right? People have to follow him over the top in a pick and roll, right? Is he going to become a good enough scorer at the NBA level to where all of a sudden he's got to get iced at some point, right? Because now it's, okay, can you read this like short roll thing? So it's great that he's already getting like some experience on this type of stuff. Looks like they're more so showing a little bit and just hedging. So then he gets back into this little like hesitation move again, which can be valuable. What he should do on this, I'm just going to rewind a little bit more so you can see. I want this to be a teaching opportunity for y'all. So when this screen is being set, you should be a lot closer to this guy setting the screen. You should almost bump shoulders with him, right? Because that way, Sion James here has to kind of follow you from behind, and you can get him on your hip, and you can get penetration a little bit easier. But because he didn't, James is able to recover here and really pick him back up a little bit sooner, and he's forced to take a really difficult jumper, and that's one of the things that people flag about him. So that's when I say, like that little correction right there, right? That takes away him having to take this bad shot entirely, right? It's little things like that that you teach people, and now all of a sudden the bad shots don't have to come about. So when you're going and you're saying like, oh, this guy takes bad shots or whatever, a lot of times you're missing the context in it, and it's like, okay, well, no, he didn't actually run something the right way he was supposed to, and we can actually correct that to where he can get a shot that he prefers. So something to look at there. All right, here we go. We're going to set another screen. And again, he gets a bit too wide. This time they show all the way, and he reads it perfectly, splitting the defense. Nice floater there. What I would have liked to have seen right here, again, probably could have set the screen a little bit better and run that whole pick and roll better, but he splits it right here. What would have been nice here is Cooper Flag looks like he's ready to kind of read both of them, and I'm glad he never actually jumped at this, because my instinct would have been to dump this off to Broom with a little pocket pass, but obviously he ends up making the shot, and that's great, but Flag was ready to play both of them, so good defense by Flag as well. Here we go. We got Iverson action right here. Iverson's when this guy just comes across the top of these two guys at the high elbows right there. That's kind of a nothing assist. Here we go. I'm trying to go into a bit more breakdown of it because I think you guys already know my opinion that I like this guy, but I wanna show all the more little things. Hey, there we go. Let me see this one more time. Pick, and if we roll the right way on the rescreen, maybe we don't have to do all these little twirls to go and get the ball. No, not an audible ad. Alrighty, so that was that game. Let's move on to a game against Georgia. Again, another good opponent here. Asa Newell on this team, so we'll get to see another lottery pick again. I'm gonna turn up the volume just a little bit more preemptively. Here we go. Again, Jesus Christ, this camera quality is just horrendous. Here we go. I found the basketball. Knees buckled in a little bit right here. We usually see that out of the smaller, frailer people because they haven't grown into their bodies quite yet. Another thing with scouting that I think needs to be shared and given perspective of, you don't draft people for what they do right now or what they can do right now, like 80 to 90% of the time, right? Like sometimes you're like, hey, this guy might have already hit his ceiling, right? And we need him to do this day one. That's what you do. That's rarely the case. Most of the time you're drafting people for what you think they can be in a couple years from now. And I think that's a perspective that maybe like you guys just sitting at home or something like that sometimes miss, just because, look, you're not in this industry. Why would you think to necessarily do that or whatever, right? But so when I look at this and I see like, okay, I could just say, oh, his knees are buckled in. Like that's not a good like shooting form right there. But I'm like, well, I'm not drafting Tahaad Pettiford to be like exactly what he is right now. I'm drafting him for what he maybe could be 4 or 5 years from now, right? And I'm like, he's going to get stronger by then. He's going to be able to balance this out a little bit more. So I'm not tripping about it. All right, and again, he kind of flails his feet out a little bit. So get stronger, we don't have to worry about it. Again, kind of doesn't navigate that pick very well because he's so far out right here, and I don't actually know why they even need to run this right now. This is kind of just a silly set in general, but is what it is. Oh, he was telling him to run it up. Look at this, look at this. Look at him. That's in. He's like, yeah. He's like, run it back, do it again. He's like, go under again. Here we go. We've seen this play before. Cool. He likes this play. These little dribble handoffs and stuff. That's a popular thing in the NBA right now. That's the stuff that gets me excited, right? Because that's where he could be so valuable. There's not many guards nowadays that are willing to do all this off-ball movement to go get themselves open, and it opens up so many things because of the gravity they have. So I love this. That's a great shot because he didn't step up quick enough. Cool. Here we go, we're bouncing. Like, I love just, like, the balance of this step back right here because while, yes, he does, like, have to shoot this, otherwise it's going to be a travel right now, I love that he's kind of, like, keeping it in this position where he could kind of bounce and attack again. Like, we can work on that and add another, like, counter to this arsenal, and he's going to have some really dirty moves, or even more so, like, when people start jumping at him and he learns that he can't just take all those little pitter-patter steps back and he can kind of bounce and go forward again, he's going to draw a ton of fouls. So that's going to be really valuable as like an offensive weapon. Here we go. Look what I found. Love when that happens. All right, we've seen the Iverson action before. Cool. That's a tough-ass floater, man. That is a tough floater. That's the AVC special right there. Like, just getting to the free throw line and letting it fly, especially as a smaller guard, man. If you've got the floater down or you're just a young guard in general, practice the floater first because it's, like, impossible to stop, and you can get to it so easily because you only have to get 1 or 2 steps of separation to get it off. So, like, that's already just something he can go to day one. Here we go. More handoff stuff right here. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we were talking about before, right? Again, doesn't roll quite the right way. It's okay. And the 31 saw this open the whole time as well. Gets him the pass there. Cool. Good stuff. Good play. Here we go. Here we go. And by the way, I acknowledge that we're not watching like all of his misses and other things in here. I'm already telling you, like, dude takes some bad shots sometimes, and it's more so just like it's a thing. It's a young guy thing. It's a college basketball thing. I'm not personally concerned about it. Just wanted to acknowledge it there. So if I get a dumb comment like ABC, you only showed the highlights or whatever, hey, shut the fuck up, dummy. Just shut up. Eat your cereal and watch the video, all right? Let's move on. Word of the video. I don't always do these all the time now, but I like to do it just to see who's still paying attention. Let's do bliss text, because that's what I got on my lips right now is some bliss text. Because your boy's chapped right now. So if you just find a way to put that in your comment. Good pass. Did we do bliss text before or something? We might have. I know we did Nesquik recently, and I saw some funny comments because of that. So I don't know, but do bliss text again. Here we go. Good steal. Oh, I don't get to see the layup apparently. Here we go. Here we go. We already saw this. Did I rewind? What the hell happened? I don't know what happened, but we're on to a game against Kentucky. Let's see the scoring again. Solid little pass there. Bank it in. Ooh, talking a little bit to the away crowd. I like it. I like it. Okay, here we go. A boy after my own heart. Here we go. We're attacking. Hey, we haven't even seen any like the crazy athleticism yet. Like I should let you guys know. Like this dude will windmill dunk on you. Like legitimately. Like I probably haven't done a good enough job explaining like his level of athleticism, but this kid will windmill dunk on you. Like at 6'1". So just kind of know that. Ooh, smooth. Ooh. Oh no, he is playing games. He's playing games with them. So this is later in the year, by the way. Now we're in March. Now we're starting to get fancy with it. Hey, that's with his offhand. That's tough. That's actually really tough. Here we go. Again, the screen doesn't get completely set, but we re-screen. We do much better now. Cool. Ooh, we didn't find what we wanted. Oh, I love it. I remember this clip. This clip made me so happy when I was watching it. Here we go. And then the little V cut to get open again. Like, that's something we used to work on all the time. I love it. Oh, and the foul. Good stuff. What y'all fouling for? What y'all fouling for? Here we go, because you can't keep up with them. Bottoms. Cool. All right, here we go. Here we go. I like this play. Why would you go under? Now, why would you go under on this? So you go under the first one. He, like, jabbed this way. Just follow him over the top, because at least you can lead him into there. Again, college basketball things. Like, he was already committed to going over the top. I don't understand what he was doing there. Here we go. Here we go. That's mine. Look what I found. Here we go. Showtime. Hey, good stuff, young fella. That's mine. 22 for Kentucky. Tried to do that shit so much this year. Tried to, like, bring the ball all the way down the court. And I know he, like, kind of could, but I swear he lost that ball so much doing it. Here we go. Oh, we got the... This is what the managers were filming during the game. This is what we got to watch now. Here we go. Some nice moves. Number 5 had no shot of sticking with him the whole time. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Nice. I like the floater, man. I like it because like another question that'll be asked for a guy like this, right? When you're this small, how well can you take contact going to the rim? Huge question, right? Like Trae Young rarely goes like all the way like to the paint, right? He normally goes to the floater right away. So I often just say, then just do the floater. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, sure, it'd be nice if you could get all the way and use the glass, but the floater's probably even harder to stop. It's just a little more difficult of a shot. So I say just do that. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, cross. Lost me. Take you all the way. Kid's bouncy, man. I know we're just kind of flying through these highlights, but all right, here's his March Madness highlights. These are a little bit more extensive, so let's get into these. And plus, these are at the highest stage, right? Look at the elevation there. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is against Alabama State. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. We like it. I like his shoes, by the way, too. I always like some baby blue shoes. I just like the way they stand out. Bottoms. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, hey, hit me up. He said, call my line, draft me tonight. Here we go, get by. That's tough, man. That's so tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of his March Madness film is where I really started to be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm feeling this kid a little bit. Because, like, look, there's people that do better in prime time, some people that don't, right? I think it's hard to tell it off of just like college film alone, but I felt like dude stepped up pretty good when the lights were on him. Because again, you have to remember this guy's role was six-man kind of spark plug guy, right? So here we go. Here we go. They whooping ass at this point. In, out, step back again. Tough. Tough. The jumper's nice. Jumper's real smooth. Going up against Creighton now. Shout out Kalkbrenner will be a guy to watch at some point in this draft. Will probably get picked somewhere. That's tough, man. It's just a tough shot. So let's see it. Notice how he actually uses the screen right here. Looks like somebody's taught him a little something. It's like what AVC always says. You usually learn a lot by the end of your freshman year. He comes off the screen much tighter here, and because of that, he's got this guy behind him. He's got some options now, and he's going to go to his step back. Very good. Very good. We've learned something. We've learned something along the way. We love this. Here we go. Pop out, go get the ball. What's going to happen here? That's a risky pass, and that would almost never happen in the NBA. Here we go. Here we go. Give me the ball. Yeah, he's like 44. Come set the fucking screen. Like, what's he doing right here? Like, look at him. He's like, hey, ball. It's like, no, dude, I'm the point guard, and there's no one guarding you. Just come set me the screen. But he's like, whatever, fine, fuck it. I'll go get the ball. I love this. Like, you just don't see it very much nowadays. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself this way. I'll work hard for it. Good stuff. Good stuff. And 44 gets an assist because of it. There you go. Everybody wins. Here we go. Great cut. We love that. Janai Broom. Rare one, but look what I found. I just love all the off-ball movement in this. It's so great. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Here we go. I love this. Like, I know I'm... What do the kids say? Glazing a bit right now, but like he just has so many like little things that like I just don't see many young players coming up with nowadays. Like he's more of a student of the game than most, and I really appreciate that. Here we go, the jab, cool, and then going back into the other way, goes back to the step back again. Like this is a pretty repetitive move for him. We can build off of this. So this is the baseline. Let's add some more creativity to this, and we can have something really cool. Because you got this move down, my boy. You got this one down. It's clean. It's really clean. All right, see, that time he kind of got stopped, right? Here we go. We're coming around. Nice. That's the perfect way to handle a little ice there. The float. Like the float. Oh, we've seen this play before. Here we go. Come on up. Ooh, it didn't work. Great defense. All right, let's do it myself then. Let's do it myself. Not afraid to take this midi. Not the shot you necessarily want, but it's tough as hell. Cool. All right, what's going on? All right, they're icing. Again, splits it. Just filthy. You just have to do a better job of like not letting that happen, but I'm gonna just get to my spot. Float me. I love it, man. Oh, yeah, that was a horrible attempt to kind of trap him. But, hey, he's recognizing it, right? Bye-bye! Bye-bye! You know what I used to always chant? Like they'd, like, take me out of the game or something like that, and, like, it's the end of the game, I'd be like, warm the bus. Warm the bus. That's what I'd be chanting. So I'm an asshole, man. I promise you I was when I played. I was not a nice kid. All right, here we go. Oh, no. He's like, come here, boy. I love it, man. He got a whole hand on that. Oh, man. So I've actually talked about this before. I know Tishetter here pretty well, in the sense that I've never like actually coached him. I was just recruiting him at one point, and he didn't sign with me, but that's okay, man. All love. Here we go. Oh, my God. Give me that stupid shit, boy. Danny Wolf here. Look what I found. Get to the rack. Tough, man. Look at the elevation he gets. I love that he goes off of 2 for this, right? That tells you a lot that he's able to go off 2 and get up that high, man. Kid's an athlete. Like, kid's an athlete. Here we go. The little stop and go. That's what you do when the bigs get on you, man. Because here's the thing. Like, a big can't drop down and, like, go backwards, right? So that's why you hit him with this. The little, like, ooh, and then the little scoop by. Look what I found. I love it, man. I love it. Gave him the Rudy Gobert treatment right there. All right, Broom wasn't sure where he wanted to set the screen. He's going to take a tough-ass shot, and he hits. How did he make that shot? I don't know, man. He's only been making it all year. Here we go. I love the stop and go again. He's not... I lost my words there for a second. I'm saying he's not, like, stopping. He's continuing to, like, go and, like, maintaining his dribble. He's not, like, committing to a jumper or anything here. 2 does the right thing of coming to the corner, and he gets a nice shot. That's NBA basketball right there. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. All created by Pettiford. Cool. Ah! Tricked that shit. Look what I found. Ooh, here I go. Here I go. I'm nice with it. I'm nice with it. Yup. We remember watching this. He's nice with it. I love it, man. I really do. All right, in, out. They attack right here. All right, may I have this dance, sir? May I have this dance? I like him, man. Ooh, all right, we don't got time. Got to make something happen. Step back. I've been doing it all year. I'm different. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We love it. Ooh, even lost the ball. Still found it. Still got the ball off. Nice. Yup. Guns are out, Ja Morant style. All right, here we go. They're doubling. Here we go. Attack again. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. He's like, I don't know how I did it either. He's like, why did I do it to him? How did I do it to him? And his teammate's like, I don't know. Why did you do it to him? That's a foul, too. That's a foul. Oh, my God. He's nasty, man. He's kind of nasty. This is a fun draft class, man. I haven't had this much fun with the draft class in forever. All right, here we go. Playing against Michigan State now. He was like, heat check. I'm still hot. I'm still hot. I like it. I like it. Here we go. He's telling his boy to space back out. I'm already here. Let me cut to the hoop. Is he going to hit 44 or lay it up? Oh, I knew it was going to happen because I've seen the film. But this is one of my favorite plays of him this whole season. This is so smooth. The spin-off afterwards. Oh, my God. Just... He's got such good court awareness. Like, he really does. Like, again, he's like, hey, move. I got this, right? Like, I see the opening. Perfect. Spin off. Yoo-hoo! Oh, dude, he's nice. I like it. I was on the fence. For a while. I like it. That's mine. Thank you. Again, high energy guy. I like the effort and everything. He's going to get taken advantage of once he's not in college anymore, but it's fun. Here we go. He gets the ice. He keeps attacking, keeps the dribble. That's so crazy. Oh, yeah. Flex and talk to him while he's down. He's a little hoe. Here we go. Go up against all 3 of these dudes. Stay upright. Look at how high he is off the ground. He's above their knees. Like, all right, he's up there. Finish over. Talk a little shit to him. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Stay down. Like, what are you doing? I love this. Goes straight up, finishes over. I love it, man. This is why I don't like people when they, like, kind of start to fall when they already go up. I like that they actually kind of had to knock his ass out the sky. Boy, he's so focused. This guy could be a really nice NBA player. Ha! Yeah. And one. There we go. Look what I found. Let's go. Attack. Oh, yeah, I'm in attack mode. Notice how his feet, as soon as he gets around that screen, pointed towards the rim right here. As soon as he got right here, this foot right here started turning towards the rim. He's like, oh, I know where I want to go. 44 does an amazing job setting a screen. Janai Broom, amazing job. Auburn's coached so well. Great job, Auburn. All the way. That's a little Gortat screen is what they call that. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Oh! Look at this. How did I get myself butt naked over here? Bottoms. Yup. Yup. Who rang? Who rang? Did someone order a 3-ball? I love the dude, man. I really do. All right, Final 4. Obviously, we know what ends up happening in this game, but we're going to watch it anyway just because. Here we go. Here we go. We're bouncing. We're bouncing. We're bouncing. All right, coming around. Good pass. Cool. That shouldn't work, but it does. Cool. I don't need to see every single replay of this. Here we go. Here we go. The little in, out. Great stuff. Awesome. That's Tahaad Pettiford. Alrighty, y'all. That was fun. I liked his film a lot, man. He's a fun kid. I really like him. I'll give you kind of my final thoughts and like what I'm thinking with this guy. there's always going to be limitations because of the size, right? And that's really unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it is. Overall, though, dude can play offensive NBA basketball day one. Like, I really, really think he can. I think he's got the playmaking to do so. I know I didn't show much of that here, but just go watch it yourself. Take my word for it. Like, dude's kind of got in his bag, and he's going to create so many open looks because of how he plays and the fact that he gets so deep into the paint so easily with some of the moves he has. And once he adds more to it and he gets even more creative, it's going to be impossible to keep this guy in front of you. It could get really nasty really quick. He's got a lot of shots already that help him kind of I'm gonna take my headphones off. I don't know why I still got these things on. He's got a lot of moves that help him go against taller people right away, which is great. So clearly they've already kind of prepped him and gotten him ready for that. I like the energy he brings defensively, so at least he's got that going for him. I think day one in the NBA, you know, he's a bench guy. He's a scorer off the bench or something, but I'm going to be honest, like, I think depending on the team you build around him, you could have a starting point guard on your hands at some day. Like, and again, I'm pretty generous with my, like, scaling of people always because I'm optimistic. I'm a coach. I'm a bit of a narcissist. I think I can make everybody better, but I think you can get a starting point guard out of this kid one day. One that's obviously an offensive specialist, but those guys exist in the NBA. All right, so where am I going to put Mr. Pettiford here? Well, given like the rankings that, again, these aren't the rankings that I would have like anymore now that I've done a little bit more research, but just looking at like who's here, I would put him just above Con Knipple here. I'd put him at number 12, just behind Carter Bryant. And I feel pretty good about that. So Tahaad Pettiford coming in at number 12 on here. We now have 32 names on our board, which is awesome. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think of him down in the comments below. Just a reminder, I am like traveling and stuff right now, so a lot of this is pre-recorded like a week and a half in advance or something like that. So hopefully this is all still relevant for whatever reason. But anyway, let's move on to the comments of the video. Alrighty, y'all, comment of the video is coming from our latest mock draft video right here. And I posted this fresh off of kind of crossing the 5,000 subscriber threshold. We're already at 5.3 and like on our way to 6K before we know it, which is incredible. The channel is growing at an unprecedented rate at this point. At the time you guys see this, there should probably be like a 5K like special video up for you to go watch, so go watch that. But I just kind of wanted to more so say thank you. There's so many just really nice comments on this one about like, hey, like I feel like you're underrated, and like 5K totally deserved, just congratulations, I love this, like I watch this, like your kind of podcast or like videos like every day, it helps me get through the day. Like, just thank you guys, like that's really, really cool. But I'm more so like, I don't want you guys to say congratulations. I want you guys to be thanked for this, because like this literally isn't a me thing. This is a you guys supporting it thing, right? Like I don't exist if you guys aren't here to listen. So I'm glad that you guys are. And when I started this channel, that's what I wanted to do, is give people just like a way to kind of make an hour go by in their day, because that's kind of what I do to get through some of my work sometimes. And hell, I like my job. So I just know a lot of people don't, and I hope that my basketball content and the way I present it helps you get through things. So just thank you to everybody that left so many nice comments. Don't get me wrong, there's always still a couple funny ones, and I'll post those on the Discord sometimes. We get to all have a laugh at them or whatever. But no, I seriously appreciate it. So thank you everybody for that, and yeah, hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks so much. Bye.